classes. Next, we have the cross-cutting themes. Okay, covers three important cross-cutting areas across the 10 topics: digital adoption, examines how governments and business integrate digital tools. Okay, environmental sustainability, evaluates regulations that affect business environmental practices, gender analysis, and anonymized gender data to access the impact of programs and regulations on businesses. Okay, for each of the 10 topics, be ready considering these three places. What is the difference between the ease of doing business and be ready index? Okay, aspects about focus of assessment. Okay, for EB primarily small and medium enterprise. Be ready targets private sector development as a whole. Assessment examines only burden of regulations on firms. Okay, examines regulatory burdens on firms and quality of regulations. Analytical framework 10 areas across various categories. 10 topics, 3 grams. Okay, data collection with the expert consultations and the case studies emphasize either legal, de jure, or practical de facto regulations, but not both consistently. Combines expert insights and firm surveys for a balance via regulations, improving data capability across economies. Okay, geographical research. Okay, main business city in the 191 economies and a second city in 11 of games for wider coverage, including local regulations. According to the significance of the adoptions of BRD index for India, boosting competitiveness of the BRD index helps India improve business environment to attract foreign investment, essential for economic growth. The e-commerce supports category 200 billion in e-commerce success by 2030, but the index helps identify the and streamline the issues in digital trade and logistics. Inform policy data from the index provides insights into the business challenges, guiding policymakers to create targeted reforms in trade and compliance. Okay, encouraging innovation by emphasizing digitalization and sustainability. The index motivates business to innovate, boosting and productivity, promoting inclusivity. The index includes gender equality measures, supporting India's goals with inclusive growth and better across women and underrepresented groups. Monitoring global updates allows India to monitor its progress and adjust strategies to remain competitive in the global market. Okay, next we have the topics of Be Ready Index. Okay, next we have the business entry, business locations, utility services, labor, financial services, international trade. Okay, taxation, dispute resolution, market competition, business is almost digital adoption, environmental sustainability, gender. Okay, business of Be Ready Index. Okay, business one regulatory framework, rules and regulations that firms must allow for as they open, operate, and cost of business related to public services facilitated to support regulatory compliance and institutions and infrastructure to enable business activities such as regulatory operational efficiency, ease of regulatory compliance, and effective use of public services directly relevant to the firms. Okay, next we have the transparency and data integrity. India ensures data integrity through strict gathering processes and safeguards while promoting transparency by making foundational documents such as the Be Ready manual and the handbook. A challenge in the implementation of the index in India. Okay, data availability, reliable data collections and analysis can be difficult. Policy resources and existing stakeholders may resist changes into regulations. Capacity building ensure that local governments have the necessary skills and resources. Monitoring and evaluating the impacts of reforms is crucial but often comes way forward. Enhancing governance, building the ability of government institutions to create and enforce effective policies, involving stakeholders, engaging businesses, civil society, and other groups in the reform process to foster collaborations, support capacity building, providing training and resources to local governments to better assist businesses, promoting inclusivity, ensuring that reforms benefits a diverse range of businesses, especially small and medium enterprises. Scaling of India's small companies. One news. A recent paper highlighted the rise of multi-plant phenomena in the Indian manufacturing sector. About multi-plant phenomena, the tendency of manufacturing firms to distribute their workforce across multiple factories or plants in the same state. Okay, rather than scaling up a single plant is called multi-plant phenomena. Okay, according to the paper, Indian firms are increasingly opting for multiple plants in a single city. The phenomenon has been growing over time and accounts for 25.16% of total employment in all plants and 35.48% of employment in large plants. Okay, issues like missing middle phenomena to office of firms that was barriers to growth of manufacturing sector and job creation in India have already been documented. The multi-plant phenomena further highlights the difficulties that Indian firms encounter then adapting to scale up effectively. How a multi-plant phenomenon is different from drop form and missing middle phenomena. Okay, drop form is firm that doesn't scale with the time and remains small, while in multi-plant phenomena, the firm itself large required it operates multiple small plants. Okay, the missing middle phenomenon points to a lower share of mid-sized firms in the Indian manufacturing sector in comparison to the shares of small-sized and large-sized firms. Because small companies, according to the company's specification of definition details of capital rules, recently to pay up capital and turnover of the small company shall not exceed up rupees 4 crores and rupees 40 crore respect. Challenges faced by Indian firms is scaling up regulations. Their labor laws often some smaller firms from compliance, promoting size-based incentives and inflexible regulations that encourages firms to remain small for benefit retention. Example, Industrial Disputes Act ID 8 and 47 requires companies with over 100 employees to obtain government permissions to before entering the risk management firms cover multiple small plants, diversify legal, regulatory, and political risk, handling capital labor regulations. Example, multi-plants also provides protections in the event of labor-related disputes at one side. Okay, flexibility if the order decreases at one plant. Okay, the firm can deploy workers to the another plant without terminating their employment, which is the only option in a single plant establishment. Economic and market structure. The fragmentation of the market and the prevalence of informal sectors contribute to multi-plans and smaller firms. Management STD highlighted the lack of professional management due to the tendency to engage family and relatives in management is keeping the businesses small. Okay, other service that we have difficulties in acquiring land in contiguous parcels versus large plants. Okay, next we have the smaller plants can be closer to geographical dispersal, labor rules, especially of women. Implications of Indian firms and plants maintain any shallow pocket the working proper highlights that single and larger plants are more productive than smaller and multi-plants due to economies of scale. Okay, as for the economic survey 2018-19, okay, despite economic for more than half of all the organized firms, dwarf firms contribute near 8% of productivity impact on export productivity, extra productivity of small plants and firms, impact competitiveness and export performance. Job creation as per economic survey 2018-19, okay, the contribution of dwarfism to employment is only 40% employment equality as per economic survey 2018-19. Small firms struggle to maintain their jobs take rate while the large firms generate more permanent jobs in large numbers. Initially, take a step from large firms. So, national limiting is the PLI schemes. PLI schemes have been launched for various sectors to bring economies of spice and scale of the manufacturing sector and making the manufacturers globally competitive. National Industrial Corridor Development Program aims to develop futuristic industrial cities in India which can compete with the best manufacturing and investment destinations in the world. Authorizing and accelerating MSME performance. RAMP Committee, so Google Bank Assistant Central Sector Scheme and the Minister of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises to scale up the implementation capacity and coverage of MSMEs with the impact of enhancement of existing MSME schemes. The codification of a level of 29 level laws have been codified in 4 labor codes to enhance ease of doing business in the country. Way 4 sunset clause. The economic survey 2018-19 recommended that all size-based agencies must have a sunset clause of less than 10 years with the necessary gathering. Okay. Management and skill development. Encourage professional management and support training program for entrepreneurial managers, skills to boost operational efficiency, access to capital, direct credit flow to young firms in the high employment and elastic sectors to accelerate employment generation by recalibrating private sector landing PSL guidance to promote more industrial clusters in trading. Industrial bonds can help firms scale up by providing shared infrastructure, marketing linkage, and improved access to technology, finance, and talent. The PM Grid Shakti National Master Plan. 5 minutes. Recently, the PM Grid Shakti Master Plan, launched in 2021, has completed 3 years. Okay, what PM Grid Shakti PM Grid Shakti is an approach for growth, accelerating trustworthy infrastructure through synchronized policy, integrated and comprehensive planning based on knowledge, okay, technology, and innovation. The approach is driven by 7 engines: railways, roads, ports, waterways, airports, mass transport, and logistic infrastructure. Okay. The objective to enhance ease of living, ease of doing business, minimize disruptions, and expedite competition and of works with the cost efficiency. PM Grid Shakti National Master Plan, PMGS, and it has been developed by the National Digital Master Plan tool developed by the BISAC and Bhaskaracharyya National Institute of Space Applications and Geoinformatics using GIS platform. It's a built on open source technology. Also, Megaraj, Government of India's cloud integrated ISR satellite imagery and survey of India's space ships. Okay, it provides comprehensive database on the ongoing and future updates of various ministries, example Bharatmala, Sagarmala, Inner Waterway, Dry Land, ports, okay, and IDAR. PMGS and targets the National Highway Network to aims to reach 2,000 kilometers, 200,000 kilometers national highways. Plan including 100 new airports, helicopter and water aerodromes to support aviation. Rail capacity to grow to 1,600 tons within financial 25. Power grid to extend reach via 4,054,200 kilometers of lines. Increase renewable capacity to 225 gigawatts by financial 25 and complete around 17,000 kilometers of gas pipelines. Key achievements of PM Grid Check. The onboarding wall of the government on the single platform. PMGMs has integrated 44 central institutions and 36 states or UTs with more than 1,600 data layers. Social sector impacts. PMGM social sector expansion has enabled data-driven planning for schools, hospitals, and another example. PMGS model are used to link PM Street schools with local industries for district-specific skill training. Okay. PM Grid Shakti State Master SMPs, all 36 states or UTs have developed the PMGS portals and with the PM Grid Shakti National Master Plan. Okay, trade facilitation. Okay, PMGS. PMGS. What is this? Okay, no. PM trade facility. PMGS has been instrumental in addressing the critical infrastructure gap, reducing logistical costs, for example, planning over 8,891 km of roads use can be driving sustainable development. PMGS employs GIS tools to ensure efficient infrastructure development. Example, A 13 gigawatts renewable energy project from Ladakh to Kaithal, Haryana achieved optimal alignment of the clean energy corridor for interstate transmission. PMGS delivers resources breakthrough assessment of 2000. Degree infrastructure project totaling of $180 billion US. So there is for need of PM Grid Shakti National Master Plan. Disjoint and planning. Lack of financial leads to repeated road excavation for laying cables, gas pipes, and water lines by different departments independently, causing continuous public distribution and wasteful expenditure. Under-utilization of installed infrastructure. Capacity inefficient planning results in complete infrastructure projects operating below optimal capacity, leading to significant revenue losses. Example, LNG terminal in Cochin operated below capacity since 2013. Okay, due to delayed factoring connectivity, lack of standardization, each component of infrastructure is designed as a unique project to respond Similar certification which leads to wasteful expenditure across departments. For example, every railway orbits ROB requires the French Minister of Road Transport and Highways Design and Minister of Royal approval, consulting timelines and causing public inconvenience, lack of coordination and delays in clearance for approvals. Okay, delays in obtaining even a single approval, clearance, land acquisition, etc. can cascade into significant. For example, a portion of Delhi near express faced 11-month delay due to the pending always approval for one ROB despite probably the road construction. How BM Grid Shakti is removing barriers for infrastructure growth, geospatial intelligence for smarter planning and monitoring, utilizing real-time data from GIS and satellite imagery. BMGS provides data-driven insights for more informed decision making. Smart logistics for enhanced efficiency. Unified Level 6 Enterprise platform ULIP is designed to improve the efficiency, transparency, and coordination within the logistics sector. Okay, breaking silos of for collective vision. The network planning group of the NPG is synchronizing efforts across ministries to ensure cohesive infrastructure development. Revolutionary project planning within the physics service project preparation is now faster and more accurate. Example, in here, the Minister of Railways has planned over 400 railway projects covering 27,000 kilometers of railway lines. Multi-modal connectivity by integrating highways, railways, ports, airports, mass urban transportation, and inland waterways. With this initiative ensures the seamless movements of goods. Streamlined clearance procedures across agency exam environment ministries. Online environmental clearance system has reduced the approval timeline from 600 days to just 160 days. What are the challenges faced by the PM Grid Shakti National Master Plan? Issues of interoperability and non-digitization of government data, lack of standardization and universal protocols in government data, storage and processing, hinders data integration and development of integrated solutions. Integrated decision of government data, slant recorded risk impact, integrated decision making, and security. Because of the Minister of Electronics and ID express reservation about sharing available infrastructure data, risk of private companies infrastructure, monetizing sensitive infrastructure data from the platform. Limited data sharing with the private sector. It hampers the optimal decision making for projects under the ₹6 trillion national monetization plan. NFP provides involving core infrastructure assets. A major issue failing beyond the ambit of PMGS land acquisition is frequently the major roadblock links to India's development due to issues regarding land acquisition. Many development projects and post-mortem challenges not addressed by the PMGS. Example, legal problems, alienation of local population due to infrastructure development, and environmental standards not compliant with etc. How can India improve this implementation of PM Grid Shakti? Simplify bureaucratic process related to the land acquisition and project approvals. Enhancing interdepartmental coordination can expedite these processes is crucial for timely project completion and address certain key issues. Addresses structural and macroeconomic stability issues that result from the large public spending. Okay, next we have the tackle and land acquisition decisions instead of acquiring new lands. Policy makers should focus on using GIS and remote sensing to identify and redevelop already degraded or polluted areas to infrastructure projects. Okay, next we have the overall Grid Shakti platform to the private sector. By granting private companies across to non-sensitive shareable data, the government can foster an environmental collaboration and transparency. District level expansion. PM Grid Shakti, the district master plan model would ensure the decentralized planning, promoting inclusive growth across regions and local community. Conclusion: the PM Grid Shakti initiative represents a transformative approach to infrastructure development in India, aiming to create a seamless and efficient multinational multi-modal transportation network by integrating the efforts of various ministries and leveraging advanced technologies. Initiative seeks to enhance connectivity and reduce logistics costs across the nation. Next, we have the 10 years of Make in India. Okay, launched in September 2014. The Make in India initiative has recently completed 10 years. Okay, about Make in India, the local initiative was devised to transform India into global design and manufacturing. Have objectives to increase the growth rate of the Indian industry to 12 to 40% of the year. Okay, to create 100 million industrial jobs by 2022, to increase the shares of the manufacturing sector by 25% of GDP by 2022. Target years has been revised to 2025 sectors. So at present, Make in India 2.0 launched in 2021, focused on certain sectors implemented across various pillars of ministries or department and state governments. Okay, pillars of Make in India. New proposal, the model ease of doing business became the core for promoting entrepreneurship, new infrastructure development of industry corridors and smart cities, integrating state-of-the-art technology and high-speed communication to create world-class infrastructure. New sectors. 50 year open up defense production, insurance, medical devices, construction and railway infrastructure. New mindset in the government embraced of role as a facilitator rather than regulator. Major achievements under Make in India. India's new manufacturing powers. Okay, it is evident across sectors. India produces 400 million toys annually and it's the world's fourth largest renewable energy producer. India is the second largest mobile manufacturer in the world and has significantly raised its resilience on smartphone imports. Now manufacturing 99% capacity. Improved ease of doing business through policy reforms such as the insolvency and bankruptcy code, the GST for indirect transaction, and the Genuine Issuers Act, etc. India climbed from 142nd in 2014 to 63rd in the World Bank's Doing Business Report (DBR) 2020 before its distribution and discontinuation. Like boosted India's manufacturing competitiveness. India has now the lowest tax rates in Asia, enhancing its global economic appeal. Other steps taken over 40,000 compliances have been produced and 33 of 2,800 provisions decriminalized and nationalized. Single winner system of 25,000 approved granted simplifying investor resource mobilization. FDI inflows have steadily risen Horizon starting from 45 US billion dollars again 2015 to record 85 billion in 2020. Americanized export of 437 billion record in 2024, affecting the country's growing global trade. India was also enjoyed in high-end products economic export growth. Okay, next we have the example the drugs and pharmaceutical 27 billion US dollars. They supplies nearly 60% of the world's vaccines. Defense across Pfizer defense platforms such as the Danish artillery gun system, main barrel tank, MBD Arjun light format, LC Tejas submarines, etc. have been exported to various countries, okay, prioritizing high-value manufacturing and R&D. As a result of India has risen the 42 sports league in the Global Innovation Index since 2015, currently ranking 39th, ensuring its global competitiveness a path taken towards sustainable production. National Green Hydrogen, which will generate over 6 lakh crores and reduce reliance on imported natural gas and ammonia, varying savings to rupees 1 lakh crores. Okay, concerns with the Make in India. Okay, manufacturing sectors falls short of 25% GDP target despite Make in India scheme. The manufacturing sector's contribution was still stagnant at 17.7% in 2023. Okay, manufacturing growth rate has averaged around 6% since 2014, lower than the benchmark 2012 to 14%. Low jobs in the manufacturing response and goal creating 100 million jobs. The manufacturing workforce declined from 51 million to 35 million. Okay, slower real GDP according to the national growth status analysis. The manufacturing real gross value added GDP growth rate has slowed down from 8% 2022 to 5.5% 2023, declining. Investment rates India's rate of productive investment gross capital information had weakened, failing from 39.1% in 2008 to 12.2. 39.1 FTA driven development strategy has had limited success. FTA as a percentage of GDP has averaged like 1.8% from 2015 to 2023, down from 2.1% in the previous decade. The majority of FTA since 2017 has been concentrated in just 9 sectors, starting with services, especially ID, while 59 other sectors, mainly manufacturing, have received just 30% of total FTA. Weakened export performance in spite of substantial FTA inflows and absolute terms. India's market as exports have fallen steadily in relative terms, 10% of GDP in 2014 to just 18% in 2023. Okay, next we have the major initiatives taken to make in India initiative. Okay, professional initiative realized to enhance manufacturing capabilities of 40 sectors and boost exports with an apprehensive, impressive outlay of 1.97 lakh crores. Okay, PM gets to achieve Atmanirbhar Bharat and at 5 trillion economy by 2025 through multi-modal and last mile connectivity infrastructure, semiconductor cost development, approved the Semicon India program 2021 with a 76,000 crore outlay to foster development of sustainable and display courses to make national security policy to improve economic growth and coordinators through integrated, efficient and sustainable logistics network while leveraging advanced technology and improve the process. Startup India laws to support outputs with a robust startups ecosystem and transform India into a country of job creators with tax reforms and implementation GST unified when the country's tax structure allowing production costs and enhance overall efficiency and productivity. Unified payment interface UPI, India's UPI has emerged as a global front runner. Digital payments with an apprehensive 46% of the global real-time payment transactions occurring in India. National infrastructure industrial corridor program to develop accommodative greenfield industrial regions and nodes across 11 approved industrial corridors with the territory concerned with making India manufacturing sector shows of 25% of the GDP. Okay, next we have concerns related to the viability of PLI schemes. Okay, next we have the growing cost of PLI schemes such as 2.75 billion US dollars. Microsoft factors set by the Micron in Gujarat where the government finance most of the investment. Okay, for improved capabilities by adapting new technology, AI, machine learning, etc. Rapidly scaling and labor for strengthen education ecosystems and etc. Next, we have the optimized, encourage entrepreneurial spirit, okay, by creating conditions for better educated workers to entrepreneurial. Example, India currently produces about 2.2 million STEM encourages postgraduates and PhDs to enhance innovation ecosystem. A triple helix model of academia, industry, government collaborations of essential for transferring knowledge into wealth and in industry. India should establish institutions dedicated to scouting early stage IPU from academia. Recently established Anushandhan National Research Foundation (NRF) as an apex body to provide high-level strategic directions of scientific research in the country's right direction, direct take it steps in right direction, optimize cost and it is easier for India to focus on services and manage related services and to expand in manufacturing cost and creative excellence. Okay, by leveraging India's democratic advanced Japan in China to encourage new ideas, innovation. Example, chief technology of Russia authoritarian was behind the United States democracy as Russian could not innovate in that area. As the making in the initiative celebrates this 10th anniversary, it stands as a testament to India's determination to reshape its manufacturing landscape and enhance its global standing with the strategic reforms. Okay, Next, we have the investment-friendly policies and a strong focus on infrastructure development. The initiatives has significantly enhanced India's industrial capabilities. Forward in India, while recently World Bank has released the Poverty, Prosperity and Planet Pathways Out of the Poverty Crisis report, which offers the first pandemic assessment of global progress towards these interlinked goals. Okay, key findings of the report: okay, stalled global poverty reduction has slowed to a near standstill during the past 5 years, impacted by poverty crisis. Poverty crisis refers to a situation where the multiple crises of slow economic growth, increased fragility, climate risk, and heightened uncertainties have come together at the same time. Okay, this makes national development strategies and international cooperation difficult. Okay, current status of poverty in India, as per the Niti Aayog, okay, the poverty head count ratio has decreased from 29.1% percentage to 11.28%. Okay, 24.82 crores Indian escaped multidimensional poverty in last 9 years. Okay, poorer states recorded first declines in poverty, education reductions in disparities. Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, and Assam new CSO fastest reduction in the proportion of the multidimensional poor. India is not on track to achieve SDG target by 1.2, reducing half multidimensional, reducing multidimensional poverty by at least half much ahead of 2030. Non-element of targets global reduction living in the extreme poverty is projected to 7.3% in 2080 or 8.5% in 2024. This doubled the World Bank target of 3% and the farther from the elimination target of SDG. Global prosperity gap started progress since the pandemic highlighted slowdown in inclusive economic growth. Okay, income growth. Next, we have prosperity gap is average factor by which incomes need to be multiplied to bring everyone in the world with prosperity standard of $25 per person. But India significant fall in the living in the extreme poverty from 431 million 998 to 129 million 24. Currently, World Bank defines extreme poverty as living on less than $2.15 per person per day. Okay, history of poverty estimation in every developed and ROG book. Poverty and the UN British rule in the National Planning Committee 1938 and Bombay Plan 1944 were related to the estimation of poverty. Okay, next we have the Post Independence Planning Commission 1962 UN Dandekar and Roth 1979 Alag Committee 1979 Lakadwala Committee 1993 were related to the poverty estimation of post 2000s. Okay, Middle Committee 2009 it was instituted to review the methodology for poverty estimation. The national poverty line for 2011-12 was estimated at rupees 816 per capita per month for rural areas and rupees 1000 per capita per month for urban areas. The government shift away from the basic poverty lines from calorie now from uniform all India urban poverty lines baskets PLB across rural and urban India instead of two separate VLBs for rural and urban poverty lines. Okay, use of mixed reference period MRP based estimates as opposed to uniform reference period URP. Rangarajan Committee 2014 constituted in backdrop widespread criticism of Railway Committee either related to the practice of having separate all India rural and urban poverty line baskets and driving state level rural and urban estimates from these. Okay, however, government take a call the report of the Rangarajan Committee. Okay, factors behind the poverty in India. Okay, history reasons. Exploitative colonial rule destroyed the local industries leading to deindustrialization and drain of wealth resulting in poverty. Example, British colonial rules turned India into an exporter of raw materials and importer of finished goods, impacting income of farmers, artisans. Okay, now agricultural productivity fragmented holdings. Okay, lack of capital and reliance on traditional farming methods limit yields. Okay, example, lower yield of crops in India than developed economies sacrificing income of farmers. Population explosion. India's rapid population growth has led to the increased pressure on resources and services, exacerbating headcount ratio of poverty. Example, India's population is expected to peak in early 2060s. Okay, 1.7 billion and remain the world's most populous country throughout the century. UNDAC. Okay, key terminology related to poverty. Absolute poverty usually reflects a minimum cost necessary to cover basic needs without reference to social context or norms. It is characterized by severe depression of basic human needs such as food, safe drinking water, etc. Relative poverty differs poverty in relation to the economic status of the other members of the society. That is, people are poor if they fall below prevailing standards of living in a given social context. Okay, poverty rate. Okay, poverty incidence headcount ratio is the share of the percentage of population living below the poverty line. It measures how many poor. Okay, intensity of poverty. Okay, it measures how bad the poverty is for those who are poor or the distance from the poverty line. Okay, this it measures how much poor are the poor. Okay, multi-dimensional poverty index MPI. It is a globally recognized comprehensively measures that captures poverty in multidimensional beyond monetary aspects. Okay, next we have the economic inequality. Next we have disparities in income and wealth distribution, concentrate resources among the few, driving rise of to relative poverty. Example, top 10% of the Indian population holds 77% of the total national wealth. Focus on social inequality such as the caste discrimination, gender disparities lead to social exclusion. Example, India has 53% of the women outside the labor force due to the care responsibility. As moreover, rigid caste system restrict access to resources and opportunity for marginalized groups, publicity across generational, leading to intra-generational and intergenerational issues of equity, geographical disparities, dense forests, hilly terrains, or areas vulnerable to natural disaster contribute to higher poverty risk. Current floods in Assam and Bihar displace millions of people and pushes them into absolute poverty every year. Initiatives taken to tackle poverty, affordable healthcare, Ayushman Bharat Yojana, प्रधानमंत्री भारत जन औषधि योजना परियोजना PMUGY, प्रधानमंत्री मातृवंदना योजना PMAY, सोशल सिक्योरिटी एंड एम्पावरमेंट, प्रधानमंत्री गरीब कल्याण अन्न योजना, जल जीवन मिशन PM आवास योजना, रूरल एंड अर्बन PM उज्ज्वला योजना, सौभाग्य योजना, फिनेंशियल इंक्लूजन एंड वेलफेयर PM जनधन योजना, कैरल पेंशन योजना, PM श्रम योगी मंदन योजना, PM किसान मंदन योजना, एम्प्लॉयमेंट एंड स्किल डेवलपमेंट, महात्मा गांधी नेशनल रूरल एम्प्लॉयमेंट गारंटी स्कीम, PM कौशल विकास योजना, नेशनल अपर्चुनिटी प्रमोशन स्कीम, PM मुद्रा योजना, PM स्वनिधि, Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Rural Livelihood Mission, Day and NRLM. Okay, suggestions. Next we have this by Niti Aayog to combat poverty, employment, intensive, sustained, rapid growth by creating better jobs and generation of additional revenues for government to expand social expenditure at faster pace, cost of seconds, green revolutions in agriculture, particularly in making anti-poverty programs effective. It can be done by better targeting of schemes with the use of technologies to reduce inclusions and exclusion efforts. Example use of Chandin Yojana, Aadhaar, mobile, JAM, Trinity. Okay, focus on Amartya Sense development as freedom as capabilities approach. Calls for investment in people's capabilities with a focus on education skills to expand their opportunities and freedoms, thereby leading to citizens' empowerment and elections power, enhancing slum dwellers' capabilities, influences the entrepreneurship development, and contributes to the urban poverty is worst form of violence.